Hi you guys and welcome to First Time Fishing with me, Big Bird. Now we're here at the beautiful Friesland pools. We've got this pool all to ourselves today, and this is number 2 of a 4-part session of reviewing the XS90 Preston pole, Matrix MTX4, and we've also got the MAP 1001. And today it's all about the MTX4. So we're going to get it out. We're going to be fishing just up to the island just over there on the deck. It's a beautiful day. Let's crack on. First of all, it's really important. Let's check out how the pole is at potting. We're going to put a large pot in so that we can see if there's any dip on the pole. Superb. Fill that right up. And then get this pole here. Let's fish this out. Now, for those of you who have seen my videos before, you know that I have a Matrix MTX3 and this is the MTX4, and already in comparison, the last review that we did in episode 1 was for the XS90, and we were having sagging on the end and all sorts, but the play on a fish was exceptional. But as you can see here, we have got a more rigid response in potting in. And that is nice and easy. And shipping the pole back, the finish on the carbon here is smooth. I really like it, and shipping the pole backwards is really easy. So let's get our top kit on. We're going to be using corn over on the side. We're fishing around about, it's about 2.5 foot over there. We have got a warm day today. And we know that the fish have been biting there from earlier. Hook the sweet corn through the skin side. Just gives it a little bit more reassurance when you're striking a fish that it ain't going to come off. So shipping the pole out is just a delight. That is. Here we go. And that already feels stiffer than that XS90. But it's going to be interesting to see how it plays with the fish once we get a bite. Looking down the pole, you can already see that the stiffness of the pole. And it'd be interesting to see, we had a slight delay on the XS90 when we were striking. And it'll be interesting to see what the delay is like here as soon as we can try and get a bite. It does feel lighter in the hand. And it also does feel slightly thinner around where I'm holding it. It was slightly thicker on the Preston, which made it a little bit awkward if you have got smaller hands. I ain't got the biggest hands in the world. There's a lot of me that is big, but my hands ain't one of them. It's quite simple to hold. It's quite easy. I'm not having to use the pole rest. Okay, first one in with the Matrix MTX4, and we can see there's a good bend in the pole there. This one is being very stubborn, this fish. Could be a good size. We've got grey hydro elastic on, and it is wanting to go straight back into those reeds. Gonna have to try and ease it out a bit. Could be a bit difficult to land this. Just try and ship back a bit. It's working well. It seems very rigid up to sort of like the end of the section 4, and then, oh, it's giving a good go there. Real good go. This could be a fair size, this could. The pole is doing all the work. Literally just sat here and just letting the pole do the work. It's good, but it's almost like it's as rigid as anything up to like number 4 section, and then it slowly starts to bend. Off he goes again. I think we'll break this off here. Oh, he's just going a bit more. He's going and going and going. Just let that elastic and the pole do the work. Break this section off. Just don't pull it too hard. Don't pull against it too much. I hope you can see on that camera the bend in the pole on this grey hydroelastic. Slowly bring it back into my swim. I think we just saw a dorsal fin. Gonna need tiring out, unfortunately, I think. Beautiful day. Beautiful pool, beautiful company, lovely wildlife, and fishing. Love it. Goes far to say I could have foul hooked this. The amount this fish is pulling, it could very easily be foul hooked. And you know what? I think he is foul hooked. Oh dear. The way he went off like a steam train. He is just on his bottom fin just there. Well, it certainly tested the pole out. Oh, he's in. He's gone. Certainly tested the pole out, didn't it? It was right on that bottom fin. We're on to a second one out. Oh, and he's come off. He's come off. We go again. Right then, guys, I've been struggling really for a few bites out there. So I'm going to stick a little cad pot on the end, and we're going to put some sweet corn and a couple of micros in, just so that we can fish straight away as soon as we get over there, rather than potting everything in. And hopefully that'll generate a bite, and we can get one more in, just so that we can see what the play's like in this MTX4 to give it a true rating. Ship it out, and we'll see how quickly we can get a bite now with a little cad pot on. I'm quietly confident. So put right over where we're going to be fishing, and make sure that the food comes out, and then drag our float over the top of it. Sit and wait, and hopefully not wait too long. And there we go, just a little change of tactics of sticking a cad pot on, and we're into our second fish. And the pole is working superbly. Start shipping this back a bit now. Absolutely fantastic. I'm really impressed with this, with the materials as I'm shipping the pole back. It is proper slick. But just that little change up of those tactics, putting that cad pot on, it's absolutely done the job. Let's see what we got here then. Looks like a common. There we go, and we're in again. We've got a beautiful angry common carp here. Absolutely beautiful. And that MTX4 holding its own as well. Absolutely superb. What a day we're having. Let's go through the decals on the pole and we'll have a closer look at it. So here's the decals on the MTX4. And this tapered finish here is throughout the whole of the pole. Whereas we saw with the Preston, it moved onto sort of like this style of carbon, but that tapered finish definitely assists with shipping the pole back and forth. So guys, the Matrix MTX4, it's solid, it's rigid, it's light as far as the 16 metre pole goes. Do I think it plays the fish as well as the Preston? No, I don't. However, I definitely think you got a little bit more response in when you're striking, and I definitely think it's easier to ship out with your cupping kit, and it does feel all round more rigid, but that does give it that slight brittle feeling about it. Unlike I did with the Preston, which I felt like I could have literally dragged that island over to the bank. But so yeah, MTX4. And all that leaves me to say now is thanks for watching. And that was part 2. We've got part 3 coming up shortly, which is going to be the MAP 1001, which apparently is an absolute unit, absolute weapon. Please join me with that. And then in the 4th episode, we'll be discussing all 3 and I'll give you my ratings. So all there's time for me to say is if you are fishing this weekend, tight lines.